Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the first book of Maccabees. And the king's officers who were enforcing the apostasy came to the town of Modin to make them offer sacrifice. Many from Israel came to them, and Mattathias and his sons were assembled. Then the king's officers spoke to Mattathias as follows: "You are a leader, honored and great in this town, and supported by sons and brothers. Now be the first to come forward and do what the king commands, as all the Gentiles and the men of Judah and those who are left in Jerusalem have done. Then you and your sons will be numbered among the friends of the king, and you and your sons will be honored with silver and gold and many gifts." But Mattathias answered and said in a loud voice, "Even if all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away each from the religion of their fathers and consent to his commands, yet I and my sons and my brothers will live by the covenant of our fathers. Far be it from us to desert the law and the ordinances. We will not obey the king's words by turning aside from our religion to the right hand or to the left." When he had finished speaking these words, a Jew came forward in the sight of all to offer sacrifice upon the altar in Modin, according to the king's command. When Mattathias saw it, he burned with zeal and his heart was stirred. He gave vent to righteous anger. He ran and killed him upon the altar. At the same time he killed the king's officer who was forcing them to sacrifice, and he tore down the altar. Thus he burned with zeal for the law, just as Phinehas did against Zimri the son of Salu. Then Mattathias cried out in the town with a loud voice, saying, "Let everyone who is zealous for the law and supports the covenant come out with me." And he and his sons fled to the hills and left all that they had in the town. Then many who were seeking righteousness and justice went down to the wilderness to dwell there.
From the rising of the sun to its setting, the Holy One calls the whole earth to witness His glory. From Zion, perfect in beauty, your radiance breaks through the clouds. Morning listens for your footsteps, and the nations tremble at your voice. You summon the faithful from every land, those who seal their covenant with sacrifice. The saving power of God. The heavens proclaim your justice, their thundering silence declaring who you are. No hidden deed escapes your sight. No whispered vow is forgotten before your throne. Call us back to holy fear, to honor the sacrifice. to the Most High, call upon me in your distress. I will rescue you, and you will glorify my name. To the upright I will show the saving power of God. Let Zion blaze with holy fire. To the faithful of the covenant I will reveal my light. Let the nations bow before His throne. To the upright I will show the saving power of God.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. And when he drew near, seeing the city, he wept over it, saying, If only you had known, even you in this your day, the things that are for your peace, but now they are hidden from your eyes. For the days will come upon you when your enemies will encircle you with a rampart and hem you in on every side, and they will knock you to the ground, and your children who are in you. And they will not leave in you a stone upon a stone, because you did not recognize the time of your visitation. Join us for today's reflection. You're missing it. God is visiting you right now and you don't recognize it because you're looking for the wrong thing. You want peace through circumstances changing, through problems disappearing, through getting what you want. That's not peace. That's comfort. And your obsession with comfort is blinding you to what actually makes for peace. Jesus wept over Jerusalem because they had the same problem. The Messiah was standing right in front of them and they couldn't see him, not because he was hidden, because they were looking for something else. They wanted a political deliverer who would overthrow Rome and restore their kingdom. Jesus came offering peace through suffering, through sacrifice, through the cross. They rejected him. 40 years later, Rome destroyed them, not one stone left upon another. All because they didn't recognize the time of their visitation. That's going to be you, not Rome destroying you, but the consequences of missing what God is showing you right now will destroy what you're trying so hard to preserve. You're holding onto comfort, protecting your lifestyle, avoiding sacrifice, refusing covenant faithfulness because it costs too much. Meanwhile, God is visiting you, showing you what actually makes for peace, and you can't see it. Mattathias saw it. Officers came offering him wealth and honor to compromise. Just offer the sacrifice. Just go along. Everyone else is doing it. Why be difficult? Why stand out? Why suffer for something that doesn't matter? He killed the man who compromised, killed the king's officer, tore down the altar, then fled to the mountains, leaving everything behind. That's recognizing your visitation. That's understanding what makes for peace, not comfort, not going along. Covenant faithfulness even when it costs everything you own. You think Mattathias was extreme. You think killing someone over sacrifice is insane, but his zeal saved Israel. His willingness to lose everything to keep covenant sparked a revolt that preserved the faith. Meanwhile, you won't even sacrifice comfort. You won't risk your reputation. You won't stand out when everyone else compromises, and you wonder why you don't have peace. Peace doesn't come from circumstances. Peace comes from covenant. You don't get it by protecting what you have. You get it by sacrificing what you have to keep faith with God. The psalm tells you exactly how this works. Gather my faithful ones who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, not people who kept covenant when convenient, people who sacrificed to keep it. Then it says, offer God praise as your sacrifice and fulfill your vows. Then call upon me in time of distress and I will rescue you. That's the order you keep getting wrong. You want rescue without sacrifice, peace without covenant, deliverance without faithfulness. You're calling on God in distress while refusing to fulfill vows, while compromising to keep comfort, while looking for peace in everything except what actually produces it. Jerusalem had everything they needed: the temple, the law, the prophets, the Messiah himself standing in their city. They still missed it because recognition isn't about information. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice. You have everything you need too. You know what God requires. You know what makes for peace, but you're not willing to pay the price. So you keep looking for shortcuts, keep seeking peace in circumstances, keep avoiding the sacrifice that covenant faithfulness requires, and you're headed for the same destruction Jerusalem faced. If this day you only knew what makes for peace, but now it is hidden from your eyes, it's hidden because you're blind, not because God is hiding it. You're looking for comfort. He's offering covenant. You're seeking ease. He's requiring sacrifice. You're trying to preserve what you have. He's telling you to lose it. Mattathias left his home, his possessions, his safety, everything, because he recognized that keeping covenant matters more than keeping stuff. Jerusalem refused to sacrifice anything. They had too much invested in their system, their temple, their traditions, their expectations of what Messiah should be. So when God visited them differently than they expected, they rejected him and lost everything they were trying to preserve. What are you trying to preserve right now that's keeping you from recognizing your visitation? What comfort are you protecting that's blinding you to what makes for peace? What sacrifice are you avoiding that God is requiring? Days will come when your enemies will encircle you and smash you to the ground, not because God is punishing you, because refusing covenant faithfulness has consequences. Missing your visitation destroys you, not immediately, not obviously, but completely. You're being visited right now, in this moment, through whatever you're facing. God is showing you what makes for peace, but you can't see it because you're looking for something else. Stop, look at what's actually in front of you. Recognize that peace comes through sacrifice, not comfort, through covenant, not compromise, through losing everything to gain what matters, or keep looking for peace in circumstances. Keep protecting what you have, keep avoiding sacrifice, and join Jerusalem wondering why everything you tried to preserve got destroyed anyway.